Good morning. It is the wee hours of the morning. Here's my Nacet Diamond shaving soap from Barrister and Mann. This is the Glissant base, the one he had for a while back there. It's a wonderful soap base still. Craving shaving handle. And this is a Maggard SHD bulb knot. Had him soaking for a little while. Get him back in there. And then we're using a Fatip open combed Grande. And it is really, I'm tired. I just finished watching, not I just finished, but since this is Lather Games Day 2, and Lather Games Day 1 was Me Appreciation Day, which was a very big privilege, very big honor. I watched several of the videos that people had done, kind of in my style. It was really neat to see. Here's the 272 is the current count, so today is going to be 273 on the Nacet. There's the dots there. One guy he actually made what looked like a pretty reasonable copy. C. Christian, kind of how it looked like he pronounced his username. He made a pretty good copy of the envelope and then pasted it all over his head, all over his face and beard, and it was really funny. All right, so I'm just going to drop it on there. This is the Fatip that can sometimes have alignment issues because it's just got a little bit of wiggle room there for you to be able to adjust the blade. And so you just have to check it yourself. Before you tighten it down fully. And there we go. A little tweak was needed. A little water on my face. Hard water at this location does just fine with this soap base. Diamond is here because of Barrister and Mann, and it's one of my all-time favorite scents. And so on Barrister and Mann Day, I decided to use Diamond. Shake out much of the water from the brush. Just do a 30-second load. It's kind of my usual thing. The 15-second mark, I just kind of hit it right there. So let's go all the way to 45 seconds. So one of the guys who made a video was Wally Gator. It was great to see him. And he discovered a couple of the issues that I had discovered years ago. That using your stopwatch, and there we go, that's 30 seconds. Using the stopwatch on your watch is difficult while you're loading because you're having to try to load and watch the watch at the same time. Like beer, grass, dirt, caramel popcorn. Those are some of the notes here with this awesome soap, and I had no idea when I bought it how much I would just enjoy it. It's not that I have a super long history of baseball games watched that causes this to link up, but it's just an interesting scent. It's to me, and there's just something about it. It's just one of my favorites. I haven't used this Maggard SHD9 in quite a while. It doesn't have too many uses on it, maybe 8 or so. And Wally had in yesterday's Lather Games video, Wally had a paper goatee that he, because he doesn't normally wear a goatee, I guess. And so to pretend to be Sugar Daddy, he put on the paper goatee. It's really funny. Chewbacca is another guy, another shaving user who he did a video and gave us this great tour of his awesome vintage razor collection. I need to bookmark that and go back and watch it when I can have the video on a big TV or something so I can have better resolution, because he had some really neat razors. And he also did a shave. Really cool. So we're getting there. Now the funny thing was, in the Lather games, that they turned day one into a Sugar Daddy challenge, a Sugar Daddy appreciation type challenge, where you can do a video if you want. You bowl lather for one thing, and then you put in water in 1/3 teaspoon increments, and I don't do that, so I don't know exactly where that came from. I don't know if that was just a typo or what. As you can see, I've been adding to this lather in 1 teaspoon increments. I was wondering why people were doing so much math, and then I finally caught on. Maybe somebody was just kind of going by the spirit of, adding water in measured amounts, and they just picked that as a random, one of the judges or that kind of thing. Now, I've got 4 teaspoons in it. It's not looking like I have tons of lather, but I bet it'll be enough to do the job. The Glissant base was the current base of Barrister and Mann soaps when I first started this type of shaving. And it is definitely one that, if you've got a bunch of soap at home that is this base, man, I really like the soap base. I really do. Might even like it better than, Excelsior and Reserve. It's looking good right now. Just kind of pull it up for you. It's collapsing, but it definitely supports some of its weight. Let's add a little bit more. So it's a 1/2 teaspoon. And that scent, it's great, just coming up to my nose there. The caramel popcorn kind of deal. Really nice. It's just interesting to me, and it's outdoorsy, but it's got some interesting sweet notes with caramel. And it's got the outdoorsiness comes from that kind of dirt and soil type scent. All right, let's just use that. Water on my face. What I really regretted yesterday was it was such a busy day at work. I only had time for a little bit of stuff, and I didn't have time in the morning to actually post mine. I posted mine right before the stroke of midnight. And so I wished that I could have been more active on my thread on the very day, you know. But that's just the way life worked out that day. I had to go and pick up my van from the shop. These tips, wonderfully soft. It's not real easy to splay at this point, but the tips are so soft that it does end up feeling good. The knot is so dense that, like you see I'm having to do, I'm getting plenty of lather on the side. Of course, I can always go back and get some more lather. And this is a knot I definitely like to give a good opportunity to soak. With that side knot lather. All right. We've got to get going. And I'm still just kind of amazed that this guy is as comfortable as he is. At this point, it's really kind of blade feel rather than any kind of tugging, and definitely not an uncomfortable tug. And there we go. Just a really quick splash of water to kind of rehydrate the face, rinse just a little lather away because I'm in a hurry. And very nice slick rinses. And we can go ahead and move up, I think, to cross grain. Some of the guys discovered how difficult making videos can be. And if they watch this one, I can just want to pass on that it's a skill. Obviously, I've done it a bunch of times. And so I've just had some good practice, and it gets easier. All right. Just very slick, very slick. It's almost like it's laying down a layer on my skin that, to protect it and make it slick, and you don't really feel the ridges of your fingertips or anything like that. Really neat. Some of the guys would drop some lather on their shirts, just like I usually do. All right, a little quick splash of water on my face. Water out of the goatee so it doesn't ruin the lather. Load up some more soap. Tons of soap, and I do believe I hit the ratio really well on this one. So this is the third pass, and I have a couple more passes left. So I may have hit the load about right too, because it's just a little bit of margin there. Cross grain again on the face. Switch directions for the tricky little area pass there. Have any more to do? Much of it is done. Very good. How's that neck looking? Well, just for fun, let's do another little pass there. Just a little bit right there, don't need tons. Light touch, that's the key. Nice comfy shave, and I believe it's going to be a close one too. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Very nice. All right, full rinse. All right, let's finish up this shave. All right, so the scent was terrific. It's not super heavy with the lather. You do definitely get it, but it's definitely not gonna bother you. Like I said, plenty of lather left over, and it was just, let's take a look at it. It's very light in viscosity. This is a very wet lather. It takes the water really well and holds it, and the slickness is terrific, like I was saying. Silky, really, and I believe there's some silk product in here, and you can tell, you can just feel it. So I think this was kind of a perfect lather in terms of a person who likes it really well hydrated. So I'm really happy I hit that mark. So we're looking at 4.5 teaspoons, I believe, of water. And then you saw the 30-second load, so that might be about right for Glissant. Pretty cool. All right, man, love the scent. Let's see what kind of post-shave. You know, along with the caramel and beer and that sort of thing, let's throw on some Whiskey Woods by Clubman. It doesn't have too much in terms of help your skin stuff, but it's got that alcohol, and I'm not getting very much sting at all because I had a nice smooth shave. It's got that alcohol and the fragrance basically, and so that has a few antiseptic properties, and I think that'll go well. Well, wow, I got a great close shave, and it wasn't even tuggy. It didn't even tug. It was just a feeling of the hair being kind of touched. Worked great. Impressive little guy. there we have it. That's day 2. Wow, I just want to say again how grateful I am for the kind words that so many guys put out there on day 1, and the wet shaving threads, the Lather Games threads on the wet shaving forum. People were very kind, and I've worked hard to help people, to put out good content, just to have it out there. I'm not one of those guys who tries to grow my channel, with catchy things that get your attention and all that. I just want to put out good content, and I really appreciate folks, just such generosity of spirit, with all the stuff I read yesterday. And so thank you so much. It means a lot. It really does. So today is a good shave, and here's a little trivia tidbit. If I'm wearing a white shirt, then it means that it was either I was working in the office that day, or it was a Sunday night shave. If I have a colored t-shirt on, then usually that means that that was a period where I was working from home, or it was maybe on the weekend where it wasn't a Sunday night. So that's why sometimes I have on a white shirt and sometimes I don't. All right. Very neat. Very cool shave. Glissant reminds me every time I use it what a good soap base it is, and the lather holds up. It's wonderful silky feel. I just really like it, and it works well in my hard water too. So I'm enjoying the scent of the whiskey woods, and I think the woods is a nice transition from the dirt from the soap into woods in the aftershave. Beer caramel in the soap to a whiskey type, alcohol type, boozy scent in the aftershave. So I think it's a nice logical transition, and I'm enjoying it. All right, guys. Well, hey, you take care out there. Be safe. Be as safe as you possibly can, but keep in contact with your friends and family and love on them a little bit. All right, now, good night. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves.